How y'all doing? Is everybody having a good HomebrewCon so far? Welcome to the 41st Annual National Homebrew Competition Awards Ceremony. I'm super excited to be here. For me, this is the most exciting part of the entire HomebrewCon. Getting to see who the best of the best in homebrewing is. It is. I can't say my words properly at the moment. With over 9,000 entries in this competition, the likelihood of winning a medal is really hard. So the talent of the brewers that are going to take medals up here is just extraordinary. So it's super exciting to be a part of that. We got a few announcements to make before we get into the NHC awards. First off, I want to give another round of applause to all of our sponsors. We had 80 businesses that supported this event. These are our bronze level sponsors, our silver level sponsors, and our gold sponsors. I also want to say thank you to the Brewing Network. It has been since 2006 that they have been broadcasting the awards ceremony for all those NHC entrants who can't be here with us today. Sorry you're not here, but at least they can watch the awards ceremony live thanks to the Brewing Network. Thank you. The first award we're going to announce is the Radagast Club of the Year Award. And for this, I would like to bring up Drew Beecham, formerly of the AHA Governing Committee, who created this award, as well as Alex Rumboltz from Yakima Chief Hops, who is the Yakima Chief Hops is the sponsor for this award.
All right, so real quick, we are about to enter into a big celebration of all of the best people who decided they were going to actually enter the best beer this year. There's a lot of work that goes into this, as Gary alluded to, and we're also going to award the club that actually got the most of their people, well, like herding cats, got them all to actually do the thing that they need in order to get the awards. But to my mind, competition is only one part about being a homebrew club. To me, being in a homebrew club, it's being with friends, it's being with people of a like mind, and it's being with people that I can enjoy this silly, weird hobby that we spend a lot of time obsessing over. And it's also very important that homebrew clubs just aren't about the beer. We're not just about the entries that we put together, we're not about the competitions. We're a lot about the community that we create and the things that we do for our community. And so the Radagast Award this year, we had 19 entrants, right? 19 different clubs submit a proposal. Here's the really awesome stuff that we did. Backstory, if you haven't heard this before, the original name for this award was the Awesome Club of Awesomeness Award. But somebody decided that wasn't PR friendly enough. So the awesomeness of these homebrew clubs, I'm astounded. When I first put this together, I wanted to celebrate the idea like our homebrew clubs do so much. As we've read these awards over the past, what is it now, 5 years? 5, 6 years? I've been blown away by what people are doing. We have clubs out there who are raising $65,000 a year for charity. They are making homebrewers look like the badasses we feel that we are. All right? It is amazing to see. I highly encourage every club to get your entries in to show what you're doing, because it is very important for our clubs to be able to show that we are at the heart of our communities. And I think this year's award winner, I think it's fair to say they've done some awesome work.
Yes, absolutely.
Alex, you want to actually announce it?
Yeah, I'm ready. On behalf of Yakima Chief Hops, I want to thank everyone for all you do. I hope that everyone had their share of hops from Yakima Chief. Would you say that you got enough? That's good to hear. It was great interacting with all of you this week, and I wanted to present the Radagast Club of the Year. without further ado, to, ready? Drum roll. Quaff. Quality Ale and Fermentation Fraternity. Congratulations. Hey, there you go. There you are. Oh yeah, come on, Ryan.
Go on, guys.
Congrats.
Hey, get your ass up there, man. For those of you who don't know, Quaff actually, I mean, in the last year, they experienced what was really a near tragedy to their family. One of their big chief members, his daughter came down with cancer, and since then the club has really rallied around Sarah to actually go raise a bunch of money for pediatric cancer research and pediatric cancer care. I just want to make sure that I take this last moment that I have up here to remind everybody, not only fuck cancer, but fuck kid cancer particularly.
Thank you, Gary. Like Gary mentioned, my name is Millie Schamberger, and I have the privilege of announcing this year's second ever Homebrew Shop of the Year award. We introduced this award last year, and the idea being that we really needed to acknowledge the work that our local homebrew shops do for us. And with that said, can we get a round of applause for those local homebrew shops? So the Homebrew Shop of the Year award is an award that it comes from nominations from you guys, our members, and it's judged by our very own governing committee on the following criteria: local homebrew community support, education, customer service and engagement, promotion of homebrewing to the public, and responsible business practices. I'd like to commend all of you for your loyalty to homebrew shops, and in the age of e-commerce, I do hope that you will put your local homebrew shop first. We had another amazing turnout this year with 323 nominations representing 120 unique shops. And with that, I'm going to talk about why we selected this shop. So, a delightful mecca of all things homebrew, this shop has been called out for participation in nearly every homebrewing and beer event in their local community. They provide top-notch education, training, and showcases. They've been known to connect homebrewers throughout their community with bottle shares and their involvement with local clubs. They foster a community in which folks can come hang out for hours, craft recipes, taste malts, and talk beer. They sponsor community initiatives. They help coordinate competitions. They foster an environment for people of all genders, ethnicities, and skill levels. They're the launch pad for a local female-led club, and they build an extremely inclusive environment for those not typically assimilating to the average homebrewer profile. They promote a sense of curiosity. You walk in the shop curious, you come out as a brewer. The owners and staff are well-educated and friendly, always providing thoughtful responses and promoting lively discussions amongst their customers. And I'll close with one of my favorite quotes that we received from the nominations. The focus on inclusivity, a thorough customer experience, community, end-to-end education, and brewing on premise in our city raises the bar and creates a model that other shops should emulate. And with that, I'd like to present this year's Homebrew Shop of the Year award to Bitter Nesters in Brooklyn, New York.
that my beer?
No.
Shit. Always a pleasure to come to this sort of thing. Club night, without a doubt, is the best beer fest going anywhere at any time. And especially that roasted jalapeno wheat. That was my go-to beer last night. So thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Siebel's happy to be a participant and a sponsor of this fine event. The knockout party right outside the doors after we're all done here, because I know you're not done drinking beer. But one thing that Siebel does every year is give away a concise course. Typically we do a raffle, but unfortunately due to technical difficulty, we weren't able to execute said raffle. But I have a winner, and I want to tell you a quick story here. 2 days ago, we had a father-son duo come up to the booth. Dad had started brewing when son was a little boy. Son is now not a little boy, and the beer that he submitted to the competition, an American Brown, took first round. He got his notes back, made the adjustments, and good luck to this fine gentleman, and we'll see what we come up with here in the end. But this guy, it just warmed my heart. These guys' story was so cool. The passion, the excitement, you know, what they had done over their learning life. I felt like I needed to reward that. So our winner for this year's Siebel Concise course is Al Menany. Al, raise your hand. Are you here? All right. Al, I will hook you up. I got your info, so I will track you down. So thank you very much, everyone, for a great event. Thank you. I'm out of your hair.
All right, now it's time for me to pass the microphone to my colleague, John Moorhead, our competition coordinator for the AHA, to take on the National Homebrew Competition Awards.
How's everyone doing out there? Seems like a lot of you went to the mead panel earlier. All right. Fix my suspenders, 1 second. All right. So, I'm John Moorhead. I'm competition coordinator with the AHA. I run the National Homebrew Competition. For those of you who don't know what that is or weren't there for judging on Thursday, it's the world's largest beer competition with 9,189 entries. Do I just press this button? Some more stats. We had 1,327 beers advanced from the first round. So of those 9,100 plus entries, that many advanced, and we judged all of those on Thursday. Thank you, judges. So we have 34 style categories. I wanted to put a 35th in, but they wouldn't want one in with this nice suit I bought. I want to give a shout out to our category sponsors. You know, this competition really is supported by them and their support of the competition. So, quick round of applause for them. And then our major awards, which are going to happen at the end. We have Samuel Adams that's sponsoring the Nkazi Award. Munton's sponsoring the Homebrewer of the Year Award. Redstone Meadery sponsoring Mead Maker. Vermont Hard Cider sponsoring Cider Maker. And More Beer sponsoring Gambrinus Award. And Country Mall sponsoring Homebrew Club Award. And I want to give a big thanks to our first round organizers. Many of you probably know them, but literally this competition does not happen without their continued effort and thankless work on this. So I'm going to read them off and we can applaud them at the end. But in Boston, we had Steve Schember. Kansas City, we had Miles Burkemper. New York, we had Katie Sloan. San Francisco, Pavel Anisimov. Cleveland, Mike Ontolchik. Minneapolis, Steve Fletty. Philadelphia, Brian Pilot. Seattle, Peter Bergler. Denver, Don Blake. Milwaukee, Brian Joes. San Diego, Joaquin Coraz. Tampa, Mark Stober. And Indianapolis, Sandy Cockrum. And then that final round team. Bruce Berger, all the way in the back there. Luann Fitzpatrick, Faith Faw, and Randy Scorby. They pretty much help us judge over 1,300 beers in one day, so huge shout out to them. And then thank you to all the judges, stewards, and volunteers from the first and final round. We're going to go over the third place winners for the categories. Get my notes here. All right. So for third place, we have an oxygen wand, refractometer, bottle caps, airlock, Camden tabs, sample taker, a UKEG maintenance kit, YCH hops, BSG hops and malt, White Labs yeast, and Omega yeast. Second place, you're going to get a beer gun, a refractometer, some bottle caps, airlock, Camden tabs, sample taker, YCH hops, and a booklet, BSG hops and malt, White Labs yeast coupon, and an Omega yeast pack. And then for first place, we're going to give you a Perlick faucet, bottle caps, airlock, Camden tabs, sample taker, inline regulator, a Bayou Classic brew kettle, YCH hops and book, BSG hops and malt, White Labs yeast coupon, Omega yeast, and PBW and swag. So that's what you get if you get to come up on here. You're not going to take those home today, so don't worry about checking your bag. We'll be shipping those to you. So now I get to announce some winners. So before I get to that, I just want to say anyone whose name is called, I want you to come up to my right, your left, and tell Millie or Dave your name so we can get you your medal. And then we're going to have you enter the stage to my right, and then you're going to take a lovely photo with Gary Glass. That's the real prize. Come on. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. Category 1, sponsored by 5 Star Chemicals and Supply. We had 330 entries in this category, Pale American Beer. And the bronze medal goes to Todd Slater and Matt Castellino, Thousand Oaks, California, and the Thousand Oak Homebrewers Club, the Blonde Ale. The silver medal goes to Richard Romanko from East Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Three Rivers Underground Brewers, Trub, the Cream Ale. And the gold medal in Category 1, Brooks Conley, Greg Gustin, and Jackie Flynn from Stevenson Ranch, California with American Light Lager. All right. Category 2, Pale European Beer, sponsored by Cargill Craft Malt with 394 entries. This was the second largest category in the competition. Bronze medal, Russell Berger from Portland, Oregon, Portland Brewers Collective, Hellas Export Beer. Silver, Metz Potter, Brown Summit, North Carolina, the Battleground Brewers Guild, and the Munich Helles. Let's hear it up. All right. Gold medal in category 2. Gregory Irving and Mike Yingling, North Royalton, Ohio, Society of Northeast Ohio Brewers, the Helles Export Beer. Category 3, Pilsner, with 286 entries. Bronze, Ryan Shearburn from San Jose, California, with a Czech Pale Lager. Silver in category 3, Jerry Mitchell, St. Peters, Missouri, Garage Brewers Society, the German Pils. Gold in category 3, Philip Verdyke and Janine Weber from Houston, Texas, with the Foam Rangers Homebrew Club, the German Pils. Category 4, Amber European beer with 365 entries, sponsored by Gambrinus Malting. Bronze goes to Kevin Lem from Carmel, Indiana, the Vienna Lager. Silver, Tim Gerbrocht from Vienna, Virginia, Homebrew Club Grist with Vienna Lager. Gold, Sean McCambridge from Lake Winnebago, Missouri, with an International Amber Lager. And wait for a photo. All right. Category 5, Dark European Lager with 241 entries, sponsored by Breeze Malt and Ingredients Company. Bronze goes to Mark and Tamara McQuaid from Endicott, New York, with a Schwartz beer. Silver goes to Joshua Strupp and Dan Kramer from Franklin, Wisconsin. Beer Barons of Milwaukee, the Czech Dark Lager. And gold in category 5, Frank Tadeo from Royersford, PA, Brew Clear Homebrew Club with a Schwartz beer. Category 6. What? Raw Malting, sponsored by Raw Malting, strong European lager with 269 entries. Silver, bronze. Derek Springer from San Marcos, California, with Society of Barley Engineers, with a Helles Bock. Silver, Hank Keller from Cypress, Texas, the Foam Rangers Homebrew Club, the Dark Doppelbock. And gold, Justin McClenahan from Silver Spring, Maryland, part of the Brewing Network, Baltic Porter. Category 7, German wheat beer, 200 entries, sponsored by Sticker U. Bronze, Paul Brown from Pinole, California, the Diablo Order of Zymerkel Enthusiasts, Doze, the Weiss beer. Silver in Category 7, James Rupert from Germantown, Ohio, Middleton Area Society of Homebrewers, MASH, the Dark Weizenbach. In gold in Category 7, Sean Manrique and Indy Montoya from San Lorenzo, California, with a Weiss beer. Category 8, sponsored by Alternative Beverage, Pale British Ale, 243 entries. Bronze goes to Brian Fadd from Lockport, Illinois, Plainfield Ale and Lager enthusiast, with strong bitter. Silver, Brandon Holiday and David Marsh from Sandy, Utah, the Brewing Asshats of Utah. British Golden Ale. What kind of hat is that? It's gold. Patrick Leone and Nick Corona, San Diego, California. Quaff. An ordinary bitter. Category 9, Scottish and Irish. 200, oh. Des Mitchell, just come on up here. Congrats, man. Thanks, dude. Silver, Mark Peterson, Queen Creek, Arizona, Arizona Society of Homebrewers, Scottish Heavy. In gold, in Category 9, Zach Rice and Ann Reeve, West Des Moines, Iowa, Iowa Brewers Union, the Scottish Light. Category 10, American Pale. Sponsored by BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, 312 entries. Bronze, Ben Gaylord and Jill Gaylord from Denver, Colorado. Silver, Keith Sorgel, Monterey, California, MASH 831. And gold. Andrew Howell, Clarksville, Tennessee, Clarksville Carboys. Category 11, sponsored by High Gravity Homebrewing and Winemaking Supplies. 281 entries, amber and brown American ale. Bronze. I keep saying silver. Just love silver. It's the only color I can see up here. I'm colorblind. Bronze goes to Derek Springer, San Marcos, California. Society of Barley Engineers with an American Amber Ale. Silver, Jason Bryant from Reston, Virginia. Warthogs, American Amber Ale. In gold, in category 11. Justin Westcott from Federal Way, Washington. Browns Point Homebrew Club with an American Amber Ale. Category 12, brown British beer. 259 entries, sponsored by Alternative Beverage. Bronze. Ross Drunkenmiller from Reverie, Massachusetts, member of Boston Wort Processors with a dark mild. That guy's awesome. Love that, man. Oh, man. Don't mess with Ross. Silver in category 12. John DiSpirito, East Meadow, New York. Association of Long Island Homebrew Clubs, dark mild. Love that. Category 12, gold. Ryan Salia, Eastern PA, Lehigh Valley Homebrewers with an English Porter. All right. Category 13, British and Irish Stout, 369 entries. This was a top 5 entry count category. Bronze goes to Maggie Seitz and Tom Seitz, Fort Myers, Florida, the Hangar 41 Brew Club, the Foreign Export Stout. Silver, Gregory Irving from North Royalton, Ohio. Society of Northeast Ohio Brewers with a tropical stout. Gold, category 13 gold. Josh Bass and Jeff Rorson from Elk Grove, California, an oatmeal stout. Category 14, American Porter and Stout, sponsored by Deschutes Brewery. 304 entries. Bronze. Devish Lockheed from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with an American Stout. Silver, Marshall Herb, Madison, Wisconsin. Madison Homebrewers and Tasters with an American Stout. In gold, Matt Knight and Mike Josie. Brew Haven, American Porter. Category 15, Imperial Stout, sponsored by New Holland Brewing Company. 226 entries, a bronze medal. Tyler Mangan and John Lewis out of Fargo, North Dakota. And Prairie Homebrewing Companions with an Imperial Stout. Silver, Tim Hill, St. Louis, Missouri. The St. Louis Hops Homebrew Club. In first place, Joseph Formanak from Bolingbrook, Illinois, with the Urban Knaves of Grain. Oh, Joe made it. Category 16, American IPA, with 353 entries. Sponsored by Experimental Brewing. Bronze goes to Mark Booth from New Market, Minnesota. Southside Barley Crushers. Silver, an American IPA. Stephen Cheng from Burke, Virginia. In gold, an American IPA goes to Mike Butler and Stephanie Butler. Olaf, Kansas, the Kansas City Beer Meisters. Category 17, Specialty IPA, 475 entries. This is the largest category in the competition. Sponsored by Hop Groves of America. Bronze goes to Matt Cowper and Aaron Vieira from Costa Mesa, California, with the Orange County mashups with the New England IPA. Silver, Josh Clark from Littleton, Massachusetts, the Boston Wort Processors with the New England IPA. First place in specialty IPA, Tom Beach from Rocky River, Ohio, with the Society of Northeast Ohio Brewers, the Belgian IPA. We're halfway through, everyone.
Time for a beer. All right.
Category 18, Strong American Ale. Sponsored by Beer Tap Tag. 254 entries. The bronze goes to Trevor Campbell, Winter Springs, Florida, with the Brew Club of Seminole County, an American barley wine. Silver, Chris Rebeau of Matthews, North Carolina, the Fermentation Nation Brew Club, double IPA. Congrats, Chris.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Gold in category 18. Larry and Donna Reuter. Akron, Ohio, Society of Akron Area Zymergist, SAS, American Barley Wine. Oh, way to go, Ohio. Category 19, Strong UK Ale with 248 entries. The bronze goes to Alex McIntosh, Providence, Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Brewing Society with an old ale. Silver, Metz Potter, Brown Summit, North Carolina. Battleground Brewers Guild, an English barley wine. Gold in category 19, James Satin, Saline, Michigan, Ann Arbor Brewers Guild with an old ale. James Satan, Ale Satan. Category 20, Saison, sponsored by Hops Direct, 253 entries, bronze goes to David Allen, Mill Creek, Washington, Greater Everett Brewers League. Standard Saison. Silver, Mike Vandervoort, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, GTA Brews with the Saison. Standard Pale. In gold in Saison, Luis Quillar, Croton-on-Hudson, New York. Homebrewers of Western Loudoun with the Saison Table Pale. Category 21, Belgian Ale with 231 entries, sponsored by Port Brewing Company, The Lost Abbey. Bronze goes to John Groger, Mechanicsville, Maryland, the Fredericksburg Brewing Insiders, the Belgian Blonde Ale. Silver in category 21. Andrew Johnson, Salem, Oregon, Capital Brewers with a Belgian Pale Ale. First place in category 21, gold. Mark Peterson, Queen Creek, Arizona, Arizona Society of Homebrewers with a wit beer. Category 22, Strong Belgian Ale, sponsored by Cargill Craft Malt. 389 entries. Bronze. Jonas Geis and Luis Carlos Gaspar from Guarulhos, Brazil. The Belgian Dark Strong Ale. Silver. Wesley Carmichael and Mandy Naglish, New York, New York, the Belgian Golden Strong Ale. Gold, Michael Magel and Jared Hansen from Denver, Colorado with a Belgian Dark Strong Ale. Category 23, European Sour Ale with 231 entries, sponsored by Captain Lawrence Brewing Company. Bronze. Thomas Morgan from Dayton, Ohio, the Dayton Regional Amateur Fermentation Technologists with a Gueuze. Silver. Joseph Malizia from Valley Stream, New York, with a Goza. Gold medal in category 23. Kevin McMahon from Novato, California, American Society of Homebrewers, the Berliner Weiss. Category 24, fruit beer. 299 entries, sponsored by Amaretti. Bronze goes to Zach and Jody Otting from Walton, Kentucky. Cincinnati malt infusers with the Berliner Weiss with raspberries. Silver. Joseph Daly, Baldwin, New York, Berliner Weiss with passion fruit. Gold medal in category 24. Jordan Reed from Martinez, California, with Doze. Catarina Sour with guava and passion fruit. Category 25, spiced beer, 430 entries. Jeez, that's a lot of spice. Sponsored by BottleYourBrand.com. Bronze medal goes to Keith Lynn from Rogers, Arkansas. The Fayetteville lovers of pure suds, flops, with imperial style with espresso beans, coca nibs, and ancho pepper. Silver medal in category 25. Scott Sykes from Plymouth, Minnesota. Motley Brew, Twin Cities Homebrew Club. The Vienna Lager with coffee. Gold medal in category 25. Tom Lawrence and Zach Dixon from San Diego, California. The Imperial Style with coconut and coffee. Category 26, smoke-flavored beer, sponsored by Switchback Brewing Company with 141 entries. Bronze goes to Lucio Botelho from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Part of a Servas Ace Smoked Wee Heavy. Silver, Denny Stice. Durham, North Carolina, Nash Street Homebrew Club with a Roush beer. Gold medal in category 26. Andrew Simsack, San Francisco, California with the San Francisco Homebrewers Guild with a Piro Grodzitsky. Category 27, wood-aged beer, 310 entries, sponsored by River Drive. Bronze medal, Chad Steinke, Denver, Colorado. Russian Imperial Stout with lactose coffee aged in bourbon barrel. Silver, John Blythen and Renee Weinberger from Waukegan, Illinois, with the Beer Barons of Milwaukee, whiskey barrel-aged dark Doppelbock. Gold medal in category 27. Carl Larson and Jeremy Nye from Harrisburg, PA. The Saccharomyces Saints, the Wee Heavy aged in rye bourbon barrel. Category 28, American Wild Ale with 334 entries. Sponsored by Maryland Homebrew. The bronze goes to Ryan Smalley from Lexington, Kentucky. Brewers of Central Kentucky, Bach. Dry hop pale ale with Brettanomyces. Silver in category 28. Damian Jones from Petaluma, California with a soured blonde ale with raspberry and blackberry. And gold in category 28 goes to John Fitzgerald, Fenton, Missouri, St. Louis Hops Homebrew Club, Passion Fruit and Guava, Katharina Sour. Category 29, specialty beer. 215 entries, sponsored by Smart Brew Kit. The bronze goes to Carl King from Coylville, Texas, Cap and Hare Homebrew Club, the Wheat Icebox. Silver in category 29 goes to Matthew Barone from Homebrew, New Jersey, the Brew Club with a Cayute beer. It's a historical Dutch beer. Gold in category 29 goes to Danny Matos, Mauro Manzali, Bonacorsi, Jonas Geis, and Marco Antonio Limos from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, with an English barley wine with 50% rye. I hope I pronounced some of that right. So that's all the beer. We're going to get on to the mead and cider now. Category 30, traditional mead, sponsored by the Complete Mead Maker, 109 entries. The bronze goes to Carvin Wilson from Mesa, Arizona. The sweet, semi-sweet mead with Ling Heather honey. Silver in category 30. Warren Earl, Mesa, Arizona, Arizona Society of Homebrewers, the sweet mead with Harry Vetch honey. Gold in category 30. Jeremy Volz, Vancouver, Washington, with a semi-sweet mead with Mexican coffee blossom. Category 31, fruit mead, sponsored by Amaretti, the 169 entries. The bronze goes to Timothy Elder from Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City Beer Meisters, the stone fruit mead with clover honey, avocado honey, Michigan tart cherries. Silver in category 31. Danielle Shank, thank you. Chandler, Arizona, the Arizona Society of Homebrewers, the piment with clove honey and Pinot Noir juice. Gold medal in category 31. Steve Paddock from Littleton, Colorado. The stone fruit mead with buckwheat honey and tart cherries. Category 32, spice and specialty mead. 149 entries, sponsored by Prairie Rose Meadery. The bronze goes to Jeremy Volz, Vancouver, Washington. Fruit and spice mead with raspberry blossom honey, mango, pineapple, ghost pepper, and habanero. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. Silver in category 32. Josh Mahoney from White Bear Township, Minnesota. The Minnesota Homebrewers Association. Experimental mead with mesquite honey, aji panca, chilies in a tequila barrel. Gold medal in category 32 goes to Michael Wilcox, Scott Scharr, and Carvin Wilson. Wichita, Kansas, Kansas City Beer Meisters. Experimental mead, a Drogniac with raisins and dates. That's hustle. There we go. That's good, man. Some bling, baby. All right, on to ciders and perries. Category 33, standard cider and perry, sponsored by Stowe Cider. 138 entries. The bronze goes to Edward Walkowski, North Abington Township, Pennsylvania. Scranton Brewers Guild with a New World Perry with Bartlett Pear. The silver in category 33. Brendan George from Everett, Washington. Beer Renegades of Everett, Washington. The New World Cider, the heritage cider made with cider apple blend. And the gold medal in category 33 goes to Michael Wilcox, Wichita, Kansas, Kansas City Beer Meisters. The traditional perry with Seckel, Forel, Tannic, wild seedling pears. Category 34, our last category, sponsored by Stowe Cider. 162 entries, specialty cider and perry. The bronze goes to Christian Banker, Oceanside, California. Quaff, cider with other fruit. Silver in category 34. Stephen Mayo from Derry, New Hampshire. Seacoast Homebrew Club. Cider with apple pie cider spices. First, gold in category 34. Nathan Williams, Somerville, Massachusetts. Boston Wort Processors with an ice cider. All right. We're done with category winners. We're going to move on to the major awards. Major awards. All right. First major award is going to be Cider Maker of the Year, sponsored by Vermont Hard Cider Company. This is the best of show for the two winning first place entries in the two cider categories. The prize owners are St. Louis Beer and Winemaking and Omega Yeast. Without further ado, the Cider Maker of the Year is Michael Wilcox from Wichita, Kansas. Kansas City Beer Meisters with Sorry for Parrying. Mead Maker of the Year, sponsored by Redstone Meadery, at 427 entries in this category overall throughout the competition. Prize owners are Redstone Meadery, St. Louis Beer and Winemaking, and Omega Yeast. And the winner, Mead Maker of the Year, is Michael Wilcox with Scott Shar and Carvin Wilson. Wichita, Kansas, Kansas City Beer Meisters. Old and delicious, but enough about us. All right. Homebrewer of the Year. So this is the best of show of all first place entries in the final round, going head to head on Thursday. It's sponsored by Muttons. Is Linda Arthrell in the house? She's right there. Look at that shirt. That's awesome. It's clashing with mine, but. So I just want to say the prize owners are Blickman Engineering, St. Louis Beer and Winemaking, and Omega Yeast. We get to take home this cornicle, as well as a variety of other prizes. Without further ado, I'll let Linda, do you want to announce or do you want me to go? You want to do it? All right. Press that button. Okay. You can say.
Yeah, on behalf of Muntons UK and Muntons in the US, the Homebrewer of the Year Mark Peterson of Queen Creek.
I don't think it's there. It probably was there. And then it stopped showing up. Yeah, we'll flip it through.
Come on, Mark, where are you? Are you hiding out there?
Boo.
Brother Mark, yeah? Oh!
class individual award. The Samuel Adams Ninkazi Award. So this is the winningest homebrewer in the final round. So medal count, and then there are a variety of tiebreakers. Very close this year. I first will say prize donors are Boston Beer Company. They take home a bottle of Utopias. Also take home a Pico brew system, St. Louis beer and winemaking kit, or a gift package, and Omega yeast. And the winner of this year's Ninkazi Award is Mark Peterson from Queen Creek, Arizona, Arizona Society of Homebrewers. Club Awards. The Gambrinus Club Award. It's the club taking the most final round points per total club entries. Clubs must have a minimum of 5 entering the first round and a minimum of 2 moving on to the final round. Those are entrants, not entries. Prize donors are More Beer and Omega Yeast. The award is sponsored by More Beer. Making sure I don't have anything else in here. This year's Gambrinus Club Award winner, the Battleground Brewers Guild from Greensboro, North Carolina. You press this and it'll show up. Just this big play button. All right, final award. Homebrew Club Award. This award is sponsored by Country Malt Group. Going to be donated 50 pounds of malt a month for a year. 60 pounds, sorry, just whispers in my ear. A month for a year. You're also going to get an October Designs canner and Omega yeast package. This year, very close results, went down to a tiebreaker. And to present the award, I'm going to introduce Brian Morton of Country Malt Group.
All right, on behalf of Country Malt Group, NHC Homebrew Club Award of the Year. Other button. This one. This button.
The red one.
Goes to Arizona Society of Homebrewers. Big surprise.
They tied with Kansas City Beer most of it.
Oh, I saw, yeah, they're winning some gold. Yeah.
Hey, man. Congrats, guys. Congrats. On behalf of the HA and the National Homebrew Competition, thank you for participating and coming to the awards ceremony. You can join us in the knockout party, which is directly behind you. And we'll see you next year in Nashville.